Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, WokeHTV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of racing. I gotta adjust the difficulty level, and the best way to do that is actually to cancel a race and restart it. Because if I have to go to the options panel, it'll take me back to where I don't want to be. So I have to remember to do that. I got the GT class final. It's time for the fully upgraded GT class. So let's fully upgrade this vehicle. I had my headset a little bit too far forward, which pops my mic because I can't adjust my microphone level supposedly, but when I have this chat pad in, it's like not letting me, and I know I fooled it once before. So what I have to do is just move the mic up higher on my head, which unfortunately means it picks up outside sounds more. All right. Let's, I needed to adjust the level. Okay, I'm gonna have to quit out all the way. I didn't say show height upgrades. Okay, well, while I'm here, I will go to options, go to gameplay. No, not that. Change my difficulty level back to hard. Yes, restart the race. And now leave. And it's going to take me all the way back anyway. Oh, because it does that. It doesn't take me back to where I left off. Oh, so distressing. I might as well just quit and go to options. Oh, but it's harder this way because then I have to find the right... I have to find the right vehicle, which is not obvious. Okay. Let's see the event details. It is just one race. Finish in first place. All right. Wait, but it says round... No, it is round one. Even checking the event details resets you at the beginning? Oh, for goodness sakes. I hate this interface. They did a crappy job with it. So many things are crappy about the things that aren't important in this game. The racing is fun, but there's so many menu-related quality of life things that just drive you crazy. Starting with the fact they spend, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars on live voice acting. Many hours of live voice acting. That is a motorcycle outside. I don't think you can hear it. There's 2 inches of snow outside. How is there a motorcycle going? Apartment life. Okay. Select this event. It is the right event. Right? It's not one I did. And then prototype is next. Okay. Select the event. Select the vehicle. And now say show height upgrades before I actually select it. And it's time for full upgrades. Which is more power and weight reduction. There are actually no extras here, so I don't get any extra flashback numbers or anything like that. Okay. Now I can show height upgrades again. Don't hit back or it'll go back to the beginning of the event menu again. I love the game. I do love the game. I hate the fact that they spend so much money on the story mode live acting, which is very hokey. But I do love the game. However, I am not in love with some of the nonsense in the game interface. It's very frustrating. You can love something and still be frustrated with it. Just ask all you seniors who've been married for 20 years, right? I'm a senior, but I have not been married for 20 years. I was married, but not for 20 years. I have been single for How long have I been single? Well, I've been unmarried for 25. 20, not quite 20 years. And unrelationshiped for a dozen, 15 years. So I'm just a lonely old guy. Anyway, you don't need to hear about my personal life. Let's get going. Don't break the fourth wall. Is that breaking the fourth wall? Talk about your personal. Oh. No family. No friends. Except for all of you. You keep me going. Alright, fully upgraded. It's not an elimination race. So I have a better chance of finishing. Again, if I cannot hack this race, I'll bump the difficulty level down. I haven't found a race yet that I can't win at the lowest difficulty level, but I mean, that may happen, which would be sad. Okay, they are knocking me all around, but I'm not going to flashback or restart the race. Unless I get damage on the vehicle, which it sounds like I might have. Yeah, I have damage on the vehicle. It's too late to flash back. It's not a tire though, so I have a chance. I want to have a chance. Alright, too late. I hate doing this. Do I just play at medium difficulty from now on? I hate doing that.
Sorry to interrupt, but it looks like
I want to give myself a challenge. I don't necessarily care about the challenge. I want it to be interesting. If I play at easy difficulty level, every race is not interesting. And, you know, I do want to have to actually play well to make it interesting, which I'm not sure is the same as having a challenge. And they are so aggressive, I don't mind being aggressive. That's going to keep me from... Because if they run into me, I get a nemesis regardless of whether I hit them. Which you would think. And if they just go out of their way to hit me, it's not like if I hard brake in front of them. Any contact, I get a nemesis. And that's kind of like the conceit of this this game. Is you will get a nemesis. I am taking suggestions for the next racing game to play. It's going to be a while yet, but I am taking suggestions for the next racing game to play. I have some ideas. I am not yet ready to... I'm on Xbox One. I have an Xbox Series S, which I got mostly because the particular kind of Series S is... what's being discontinued. Actually had already been discontinued. I got a reconditioned one. I plan on eventually getting a Xbox Series X, which is the big beefy one. Monstrously beefy beefy beast. However, that may be a while. And I'm hesitating to set up the S because of weird things with how they install games and how you don't get external... You can't install newer games off the external hard drive for some awful reason. And there's smart installation right now, so I'm not sure, but I think that if you have a game that came out after the Series X/S came out, you're forced to install the new version, even if you bought the Xbox One version. You actually buy both versions, which means if I install the new version, I won't be able to install it on the external hard drive, which means I would run out of space for all the games I have, because I have well over a terabyte of games, and they're going to be well over a terabyte of games if I start installing the newer games. So all of that is leading me to not want to install the Xbox Series S. So I'm gonna keep playing on an Xbox One until I can get an Xbox Series X that has more memory. I think I can get one that's 2 terabytes, but I don't know if the expansion card, can you install games on the expansion card, or is that just an expansion from memory, or is the expansion card also? I have to talk to some people that I know have the expansion card. Or I can ask Bing Copilot. I would ask ChatGPT, but you know, I don't get Microsoft reward points for Googling things. I only get Microsoft reward points for binging things, so which is true. And I wouldn't be able to afford a new console if I didn't get all those Bing points. Okay, how do I have to finish here? I have to finish in first. I'm not going to do it. And I don't think I'm going to be close to doing it. Which means I'm going to be rerunning this race in medium. Which means I'm tempted to just run all of the pro races in medium. But medium can be too easy. Whoa! Oh, did you see that? I'm pretty sure there was a car across the center line. But I hit the center line first. Let's actually do a replay. I did not finish my goal, so I have to do it over again. I just want to see if that's true. I don't think, though, I can rewind back past the beginning to just see the end. I'm rewinding back, so we'll see. No, this is not rewind back. That's rewind back. Is that rewind back? Oh no, it's left stick. Yeah, that just rewinds back. Oh, that's disappointing. So I'll have to rewind forward throughout the whole thing. And it's not even. Is that 1/4? It's not even a sped up rewind, is it? It says it's fast forward. And it's not going to tell me whether it's. I won't even know if it's over. Okay, I might be able to. Yeah, once I cross the finish line, hopefully I'll be able to rewind back. Oh, and I want to change it to. Well, no. Track. Do you want to do track? No, I kind of want to do what my view was. I can't believe this is fast forward. Really? Oh, that's fast forward. I had hit A to fast forward. Okay, pause it there. No, pausing it there took me to the beginning? Okay, that's complete BS. What was I saying about... What was I saying about the user interface being sucky? I want to see something at the end of the race, and there's no way to hurry up and get to the end. Because I'm like at 16 times speed or 8 times speed. I couldn't just use the stick to fast forward, which it says it's fast forward. Wow, that stinks. Okay. I was not close enough to... Man, this game is so frustrating. And it's all because of the interface. I've got all the upgrades. Okay. If I hit back, it's going to take me back to the previous menu, which means I'm going to be back at the beginning of the career mode again. So select this, load everything, change the difficulty level in-game, then restart. And it won't have to load it again. It just restarts it from where it was. Continue. Options. Gameplay. Difficulty. Back down to medium. Apply. Restart race. Okay. Continue. Verify that. This is medium.
Sorry to interrupt, but it looks like the race is about to begin.
I really don't want to have to finish the game in medium the whole time, but it means I'm going to be, what it likely means is I'm going to be playing every race twice. But that might mean, if I play every race twice, that I won't have to worry about playing non-career races, because I will finish, I will get all the upgrades, just, I'll get the mileage in for finishing, so I'll be able to get the upgrades when they do, and I won't have to play custom races to get mileage, which I think is also BS to have to run custom races to get mileage. You can't get all the mileage you need playing career mode, assuming, you accomplish the goals for each race, not have to rerun races over again. But the real BS is people have asked me, oh man, can we play some multiplayer races? And it's like, no, actually I can't play multiplayer races because that affects my career mode. It gives me money for career mode, even if it's multiplayer races that are custom races that are not career races. I get money and mileage for multiplayer races, so that means since I wouldn't be playing multiplayer races on stream, because I don't do multiplayer on stream for, I guess you would call it security reasons, since I have an All Ages channel. So, yeah. It's so difficult. I would not mind playing some multiplayer races on stream, but I mean, I would not mind playing multi-races off stream, but I can't play multiplayer races off stream because it affects my career mode, which is something that I do on stream. Once again, little things that are frustrating about this game that drives me crazy from a career mode point of view. It kind of like, I mean, the game is still fun. When I did, my last racing game was GTL Man 3, and by the way, I'm accepting suggestions now for the next racing game to play. I said that already because I went on a rant about the Xbox Series X not allowing external hard drives for new games. But yes, the previous game I played was, now see, this is where the difficulty levels are too far apart, because I'm like dusting them now on medium. So I don't want to play every race on medium. I want to give myself at least one chance on hard. I would give myself more than one chance on hard if it looked like I could just race better. But it didn't look like I could race better. I wasn't even close. The alternative would be to race twice on hard and then kick it down to easy for the last race. But I'd rather not play on easy mode at all if I can avoid it. And the reason for easy mode on the third race is I don't want to do more than 3 attempts on any race for a playthrough. The game I played before this was TTL Man 3, and TTL Man 3 can be a great game if you don't play career mode. Like this would not be as frustrating if you didn't play in career mode. But playing career mode is very frustrating for just a whole bunch of little things. Like they always reset you back to the beginning, you know, little user interface things. All right, too easy. Sorry about that. But the last game, TTL Man 3, was impossible to play on career mode for me. But as an illustration, TTL Man 2, I could qualify for the final race, even doing races in the highest difficulty level. Now, the difficulty level wasn't something you could set. There were different tracks. But on the highest difficulty level, I could get enough points playing the lower medium difficulty races, which I could win, that finishing near the middle of the pack on the highest difficulty levels was enough overall points to qualify for the final race. Not like that in TTL Man 3, so playing on the lowest difficulty level, I would win easily. Playing on the highest difficulty level, I would be competitive. Where in TTL Man 3, playing on the lowest difficulty, you would think it would be a comparable difficulty scale, just wider. But no, it was, or at least finer grain, but no. Easiest difficulty level, I couldn't finish anywhere but last, and a distant last. So. Much harder. The career mode, much harder than in TTL Man 2. I cannot put enough zeros in the percentage extra difficulty level. You know, it'd be like 10 to the 10th power. It's a Googleplex more times difficult. If you're a number geek, I don't know what that means. I mean, it might as well be, because how do you even gauge difficulty levels with numbers? All right, yes, I finished first. Time to move on to next race. Time to check my chat, because I can only check it between races. Hopefully it's fun watching this career mode. I'm getting to be worried. The TTL Man 2, watching the career mode had to be incredibly painful. Playing it was incredibly painful. I committed myself at the beginning to playing 10 seasons, and I did go through 10 seasons, finishing last every race of every race of every one of 10 seasons. Okay, next. Still in the GT class. Only 30% through. New car. 2 rounds. Will 2 rounds give me enough? Prototype. And then vintage prototype. Okay, how many are there? Okay, there's only 3 rounds of vintage prototype. But there are 4 events in fully upgraded prototype, right? 1, 2, 3. No, it's only 3 in prototype. Prototype event 1, prototype final, prototype fully upgraded. And then how many upgrade levels are there in the prototype car, which I won't know until I select this. And I have to use this car, and I have no upgrades. But I also can't... Ooh, I can select delivery. Okay, that's good. Oh, I own the car, so I will be getting mileage, so that's fine. All I need to do is get enough mileage, because sometimes I have to run a loaner. So if I get at least 7 miles, I'll be able to move into the second race. And that, well, let's see how many. Well, we'll do the livery first, because I want to do that. I know I want to do that. That's fast. That's the one, right? Yes, that's the one. Customize. Primary or base is good. Primary is good. Secondary is over here. I go up one, right? I think I go up one. Ah, but that's the one I choose. Okay. Select tertiary. Select the bright yellow is to match my to somewhat match my player thing in the top. I could do one of them silver, but that doesn't really work because one gives you streaks on the side and the other one gives you streaks on the front, so it'd have no yellow on either the front or the side, so no silver. Anyway, tertiary, secondary, etc. Now you can't say apply, you have to say back and then apply. Another strange thing. Back. No, not back. No, not that. Oh, it's so frustrating. How did I get to upgrades? T-Bone, how you doing? Oh, this game is so frustrating at times. Continue, leave. Yes, the user interface is so awful and it's going to take me all the way back to the beginning of the career mode. So I have to find my race over again. Look at this, back to the career mode, pro. It doesn't remember where you left off. Here. Select. Now, show height upgrades. I don't know how I could have gotten back to show height upgrades. Okay. There are 3 levels of upgrades, so I am going to have to get enough mileage. Since there's only 3 races, 0 upgrades, 1.5 upgrades. So I'm going to need 25 miles to be able to do the second race. You know, I don't have that. Let me highlight that. I don't have that listed. I mean, it does show you the Exclam game. It does show you the game. It's Grid Legends. It's in the title, and it should be in the... If you tap on the thing, it should tell you what game I'm playing. But that isn't a bad one to also... Nope. That isn't a bad... What? Back again? Message. Copy text. Okay. And I'll put that in my clipboard, which will remind me to set up that macro or command. Yes, command Exclam game, because that's when people follow age. I got that working. It does look fun. It is very fun, but the interface is so frustrating, and there's so many other frustrating things that drives me crazy. Like, I'll never get 25 miles in the first race. I'll have to go do a custom race to get my 25 miles. Okay, show height upgrade. Now, select it. Yeah, if you type Exclam commands, it'll show you what all the stream elements commands are, but for some reason that's not working on the Nightbot commands, so I have to fix that too, to figure out why it's not linking to the... why it's not also showing the Nightbot commands. Yeah. And that is just the streamout command. It should also show you a link to nightbot.com/rollcagetv underbar commands. Yeah, because I have other Nightbot commands. Like, for example, I have this command, which I'm trying to do this here. There, see? That's a command that actually goes out into the YouTube chat. All right, so let's try this race now, finally. And if I fail, again, turn the difficulty level down. Oh, is this a time? I should be able to succeed on this. This is just a time trial. They're not uber aggressive in the time trials like they are in the actual races. It is a fun game. I will warn you, it's a fun game. It's more fun to play it multiplayer, though, or non-career mode races, because there are so many little annoyances in the career mode. There's also a story mode, but the story mode is just full of like hours and hours of live action acting cutscenes that it drives you crazy. They're not even like, you would think that they would be 3D animation cutscenes, but no, they hired live actors, which must have cost them an arm and a leg. Live actors, live directors, live producers, you know. Unless they paid the live actors, you know, the same rate they would have paid a junior asset creator to develop the 3D animation, but, you know. They were decent actors. They weren't hack actors, so. Regardless, there's so many hours of cutscenes in the story mode that it's... You can skip through it, but you have to still go through the story. So even though you're skipping the cutscenes, the story itself is so horrific that I refuse. That's why the title of the Let's Play is Story-Free Playthrough. So I'm playing a normal career mode. Oh, second. I gotta do better than that. Actually, I don't think I have to do better than that. I think my goal is just third. Yes, I recommend the game to people that aren't interested in doing the career mode. It is a very, very fun game. But if you're trying to do a career mode Let's Play, like on, you know, stream or on YouTube content, I do not recommend it as a game for content creation. Just because there's so many little things that are frustrating. For instance, I have to get 25 miles here. I will not get 25 miles. 25 miles in order to do the upgrades that I will need for the next race, because the competitors do upgrade. Which means I'm going to have to do a custom race. And when you do custom races, it affects your career mode stats, which also I don't like, but they have no choice because you can't get enough miles in career mode itself. So, yeah. Also, T-Bone, I cannot see the chat while I'm racing, and I mention this periodically to anyone that may be watching either the VOD or live. I have my chat on a tablet at my side, and I literally cannot see it during a race. I have to take my eyes completely off the screen in order to see it, so I apologize for that. And even when I do see it, I can't use low latency mode because of the overlay service I'm using, so Yeah, so there's also a 20-second delay in my response. But enough complaining. It is a fun game to play. And I definitely enjoy the, you know, having the overlays. Now I'm panicked that I was still in BRB. I'm not still in BRB. Okay. I did have to glance over for that. I'm in first place. I'll be fine. Nobody's going to pass me in the last lap, right? There is an out lap, but no in lap. So it's a running start, but I don't think you're full speed in the running start. So your first lap's never going to be as fast. But you can set a better time in the last lap than your second lap, which means I could be overtaken, even though I'm first in the middle lap. Yes, if you like auto racing games, it's not a bad one. There are better ones. It is a sim-cade game, more cade than sim. Over the years, it was really a good sim-cade game. They do have like flashbacks, and they do have, you know, they don't have gun shooting at the front, fortunately. Yes, you got starred out on that word. Not sure why. Maybe I have a pretty aggressive anti-spam thing, so you could type it with like underbars between letters, but it doesn't matter. I know what you're talking about. I am not going to read chat aloud as you play because I can't risk it. Because this is an all ages channel that does get uploaded to YouTube, and YouTube will flag me if it hears audio that's inappropriate. It depends. Sometimes it's only within the first 30 seconds. Sometimes it's within the first 2 minutes. So I don't take the chance on that for YouTube. If there's just little typing in the side, YouTube won't care. They won't pick that up. But if they recognize the audio, yeah. But that may not have hit my language filter. That may have just hit my spam filter, because there's so many bots that come in and try to sell me followers and viewers and stuff. Yeah, I'm glad you understand. Let's see. Do racing... I see you've played many racing games. Nightbot commands default. Is that the /https/nightbot/command/default? Yeah, I thought I had that set up at one time. Exclam commands would do both. It would trigger the Nightbot commands and the Stream Elements commands, but for some reason that's clashing now and it's not triggering. So what I can do is in the commands, make my own custom commands list that does both. I don't know how to make that work. You have WiseBot to block spam. How good is that? I have to investigate that. I don't have WiseBot. But once again, I will copy that message. And I will put it in my permanent. I will lock it in my clipboard so I can look at it. Okay, I'll look into WiseBot. But yeah, I mean, Twitch has built in, you can put in certain strings that it will recognize. So right now I have basically followers as a string if you type the word followers at all. Because otherwise I'll be inundated with buy followers on soandso.com. So, yeah. Buy views and followers. Anyway, I made it. And yes, to answer the other question you had, doing multiple races does add up the miles. if you have to do it multiple times. But I don't do the same race over and over again, because if I succeed, I think that's kind of, you know, why bother? I would rather go ahead and do a custom race that gives me exactly the number of miles I need. Oh, it's a multi-event race, so I will get over 7. I doubt if I'm going to get over 25 though. We'll see how close I got. I've got another hour or so of this stream. Actually, probably a little bit more than an hour. But I was thinking about if Dad's a Kid 2 is streaming, I might, if he's streaming SnowRunner, I might think about joining that. Tomorrow I play SnowRunner. Sundays, starting at 12:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, I play SnowRunner for about 6 hours, sometimes longer, often longer. So I'll be playing that tomorrow, as of the time this is streaming. Post this. He's playing the hunting game at the moment? Oh, okay. And you came over here to watch me racing? I'm honored. Maybe he'll raid me. Like I said, I got over an hour to go yet. Alright, and I'm in last place, so is it another timing? If I'd known this was multi, I would not have tried to come in first. Yeah, it is another timing thing. Well, because of the timing thing, I can finish first easily both times. That's not a problem. So the goal here is to get 25 miles, otherwise I'm doing a custom race. The only difficulty of starting in the last place is for the first lap at least, I'm going to have traffic. I mean, I'll have traffic even if I start in first, but I have to at least, I don't get it right away. I have to get around the course once to lap people. Partially lap people. Well, I guess it is. I started in the middle of the pack. No, I'm not. This first lap is not going to be my best lap, so I'm not going to worry about it. There are flashbacks in the game, which unfortunately, they're so aggressive in this game, I had to eventually turn them on. I tried to play without flashbacks, but if you have no moral qualms about using flashbacks, again, these are kind of things, if I wasn't doing content creation, I would just run races over and over again until I eventually beat it. But I don't think it's fun in content creation watching someone do the same race 7, 8, 9 times to try to beat it. So I'll race a race as many as 3 times, and then I'll move it down to easy mode just to make sure that I can accomplish it. My goal on the first lap here is just to get out of this traffic so I can get a clean time on the next lap. Whoa! What other racing games do you play? Keep in mind, I'm on console. If you can think of another racing game, I don't know if you play on console. I know Dad's does. If you can think of another racing game that's on console that you would recommend, I'm definitely taking recommendations for my next playthrough, because I'm getting not super close, but kind of close to the end of this playthrough. I don't think I'm going to qualify for the last section, because I have to be able to complete all the objectives for drift events as well in Pro, and there's no way I'm completing all the objectives for drift events. I can turn the difficulty down to the absolute easiest, and I'm not going to be competitive drifting. So, which means Pro is going to be the last. I still have several sections to do a Pro, so it's not going to be super soon, but soon enough that I'm starting to think of what's the next racing game I want to do. I also have another strategy game. My next, and those of you watching on YouTube, this is actually probably going to be coming up pretty soon. Well, not pretty soon, but within a couple months, I'll be doing my mid-spring marathon, first Saturday in May. I go for 12 hours, and it's a Twitch-only game. And this past one, the fall marathon, I do it every season. The fall marathon, I did a theme. I did like a Halloween theme. I played Doom for 10 hours. I have a game in mind to do for the spring, but I'm not going to reveal it. I have a game in mind for another theme. And I don't mind sim-cade, I don't mind even more simulations as long as they're achievable on a controller. I no longer have room to set up my wheel. If it's a pure arcade game, like with shooting and stuff, I'm less inclined to play that as a playthrough. But, you know, I'll consider it. Motorcycle games I really like, so it doesn't have to be auto racing. Dirt games I really like, so it doesn't have to be road racing. But it does have to be content creation friendly, so it does have to have like a career mode that I can play through. Or like an official club event. I play in Dirt Rally for several years. I created content with the official Dirt Club, Dirt Rally 2. The official club event has now been retired, so I have my own club that I created, which I'll probably do for several years. First again. Yeah, Rush and Rush 2 on N64. I can't exactly play N64 games on my Xbox. First Horizon, the old Gran Turismo 3. Old Gran Turismo 3 and 4 on PS2. I can play the Horizon on the Xbox, but I can't play it. I have an Xbox, not a PS. I've often been tempted to get a PS, but Forza Horizon on your 360, yeah, I could play that. I would not play Forza Horizon 4 or 5. I got turned off with Forza Horizon 4 when they started putting up a skill wall for content. 1, 2, and 3, you could get all of the content in the game by just spins and by doing easy contests and stuff like that. But then they started making it, there were only cars available in Forza 5 or on the auction block. But then they started making it Forza 4. They had like a Lego add-on where you couldn't get in the final race unless you could do all the drifting, and I don't drift. You needed 3 stars in all the drifting. They had other cars you can only get through events where you had to beat like the highest difficulty level, and I'm not beating the highest difficulty level. None of those cars would ever go on auction because they were unique cars. So, yeah. So your vote is anything I have or anything I could buy cheap, basically. So, good. That helps me with suggestions. You know, anything is not a suggestion. Do you have a suggestion of where to go out for dinner? Well, basically anywhere. Whatever you can afford. Okay, I'm through that. Do I have time before my break to do one more race? Yeah, probably do, because I don't think I'm going to hit the next upgrade level. Let's see. Um, 5 miles short. Okay, well, I will set up a custom race. I can do that in less than 5-10 minutes, because I'll do it for exactly 5 miles. Yay. Let's verify. Go to the garage. Let's make sure I get the right vehicle. Oh no, I don't know what the vehicle was. It was a GT. It was prototype. Oh, I gotta go back to... This is my fault. I just forgot what the vehicle was. Okay, it's the Beltra Enduro T24. Yeah, well, I can find it out here, can't I? 18 of 25, so I need... They lied to me. Oh, because there's an extra one here? Is that an upgrade level? No, that's breaking upgrade 2. Well, I can buy these now, but I need to get to 2.5. Wait. To get half of the upgrades, I need to get to 2.5, because there's only 3 races in this game. Now this, do I wait on this? Well, no, that's fine. So that's 2. That's the end of the line, though. Okay, so I need 7 more miles. I could redo that race, but it's more efficient to come here. What was that again? I gotta know the class. It is prototype. Race creator, come down here. Edit. Prototype. Select those. Select the Beltra. Okay, it's available, so that I know that's the right one. And I needed 7.5, so that's 3 laps of this, which I already have marked, and so I'm ready to go. I have Sonic All-Star Racing. Yes, it was a Mario Kart knockoff. I loved that game. It grew on me too. Actually, I have Sonic Team Racing, which is the Xbox One upgrade. Unfortunately, I was never able to unlock all the races in career mode because I stink at that game. I stink at a lot of games. You're gonna find out as you get to know me. I stink at a lot of games. I'm an old man. Games that require reflexes anymore for me, I'm an old retired guy. If it requires hand-eye coordination, reflexes, things that I used to be okay at, yeah, I can't do anymore. That's why my trademark is he does the best he can with what he's got. Because and it is a serious trademark. It's not a registered trademark, but it is a serious trademark, a declared trademark. I can't afford to register trademarks. They've gotten suddenly outrageously expensive. They used to be pretty cheap, but then they suddenly upgraded the cost to like 10 times what they used to be. But if anyone else tries to use that, I can send them a strongly worded letter. Yeah, I love that game. I had to get my, I have two roommates. One is a middle-aged woman, and the other is a young adult son of hers. And I had to get the young son, who at that time I think was still a teenager, to finish the event for me, one of these events for me, to unlock something. I could not do a whole career mode playthrough of that without failing. I got stuck. Unless people are willing to, have gaps in the career mode, because I got someone else to get past it for me. In the playthrough, I guess it's not career mode, is it? Any suggestion on who's the best character? I don't know if you ever played the team racing, which would be the PS4 or Xbox One version. Or the Wii, I guess, whatever Wii version. All you Nintendo fans out there, I'm about to say something that you're not going to like, so please feel free to put in the YouTube comments really nasty comments, really bad comments, and dislike the video and everything, because it does improve my engagement numbers and it will help push out my channel. So please hurt my feelings in the comments. But I cannot stand Nintendo. I will say two things in escalating order of things you will find offensive. One is I can't stand Nintendo consoles, at least full consoles, because I think they're a joke. I do have a Nintendo 3DS, which I got a lot of fun out of, because they are the best. They were the best anyway, portable. So that's offensive one. Go ahead, take the time now to stop, pause the YouTube video, and give me a nasty comment about that. And then come back and give me an even nastier comment when I say, I can't stand Nintendo intellectual property either. So I can't stand Mario anything, or basically anything that's IP for Nintendo. So there you go. Gotta go, have a good stream. Okay, well, it's a good time to go because I'm about to take a break from Twitch. So, yes, I'm starting to run out of time here. If you are watching on Twitch, though, watching the VOD, if your name is not T-Bone, I will be right back. So, don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next YouTube episode will be out the next weekend evening at 6 p.m. U.S. Central Time, which is midnight in the UK. Noon the next day in New Zealand. And depending on the time of the year, it's either it'll be 6 a.m. in either Bangladesh or Thailand. So check your local listings. And either way, Twitch, stick around. YouTube next episode. Thank you much for watching, and I'll see you then.